Okay, I'm done playing. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aysha if this is your first time here, and today I'm bringing you a full face get ready with me using all new makeup, or mostly new makeup. I tried to pick and pull all of the products that I haven't shared on my channel yet, and some new exciting products including like the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation, which everyone has been raving about, so I am so excited to give it a try in this video, and a bunch of other products as well. I have a lot from Tilbury. I have the new Naked Reloaded palette. I'm trying out Natasha Denona eyeshadows for the first time today, so lots of new and exciting stuff, and I hope you guys are excited. I know I haven't done like a full face get ready with me or like using new products in such a long time, and I know you guys are missing my makeup videos, so I'm gonna make it a point to have at least one makeup video every single week. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, then definitely give it a big thumbs up, and if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, I would love it if you subscribe down below. Join the fam, and also make sure you turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss another video, because YouTube has not been sending out notifications as often as they used to, and sometimes the videos that I make don't appear in your subscription boxes, so be sure you do have that thing turned on. And let's get into the makeup. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna first start off with skin prep, and this is the Skinfix Coconut Water Hydrating Mist, which looks like this. I don't know if this is a new product or not, but all I know is that I love it so much to both like prep my skin and then also to set my makeup afterwards. It leaves such a beautiful finish, and it has an amazing mist. Like, do you hear that? It's like the perfect mist. I love it. Also, in case you were wondering, I am still going to be doing the full face videos on Glossier and also Milk makeup, so stay tuned. I will be sharing those very, very soon, so don't worry. And I'm going to go in with a second primer. This was kind of just like a facial mist, but I've always wanted to try the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. It looks like this. And I believe, I can't remember if I bought this or if it was like 100-point perk or something, but I feel like I might have bought it for like $25 or something. But I've always wanted to give this guy a try. I kind of like have felt the texture before. I think I took way too much though. Oh my god. As you can see, it's kind of like a balm texture, but it's really, really soft to the touch. Like, it kind of warms up in the fingers. Wipe off all the excess that I took and just kind of place this where my pores are slightly more enlarged, which is mainly in this area. Oh, I forgot to zoom you guys in. Sorry. So yeah, a little bit of this definitely goes a long way. I took a lot on my finger, as you can see. I'm going to place a little bit on my chin right here too. It's doing something weird. It might be the moisturizer that I used underneath. It's just like not mixing very well with this thing. So that's a bit of a fail. I'm gonna just like roll off all of this stuff off my face and I'll be right back. If you're wondering about my brows, I used the Glossier Boy Brow, but I actually used the shade Black today instead of my usual brown. And I really like how it made my brows look. So anyways, I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation, and this actually has SPF 25 in it, which is pretty amazing actually. That's like a good amount of SPF, and it comes with a pump, and this is a lid as well. So I really, really loved the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation years ago, and that was like my go-to for literally so long. So I have the shade in 515. This is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Angled Radiance brush. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of that and just kind of like dot it all over my face. Looks like it'll be a pretty good match to my skin, which is good. This smells really good. Oh my god, it smells very fresh. Hence the name Fresh Wear Foundation. It's applying quite nicely with a brush, but I think I'm just gonna finish with my beauty blender because I don't know, I feel like all foundations blend better with this. I'm gonna add a little bit to my forehead. Okay, so initial thoughts. The finish of this foundation is incredible. Like, it looks so good on the skin. I put a lot on. Full disclaimer, I think the fact that I went in with a brush first, it just didn't disperse the product properly, so that was kind of a waste of 2 pumps. I ended up, I think, using a total of 4 pumps of this, and I definitely could have gotten away with just like 2 pumps if I actually used my beauty blender, since that's what I'm used to. But I really, really love the finish of it. It literally does, like, for how much makeup I have on my face right now, it doesn't feel like I have anything. and it just looks so good. Like, I could see this easily being like an everyday foundation that like doesn't even look like you're wearing foundation. So love that. We're gonna move on to concealer. So for concealer, I have some more drugstore stuff. This is actually the Revlon Photoready Candid concealer, and it looks like this. But I'm gonna go in with the shade 060 or 60, and it's an antioxidant concealer, so it has like caffeine, anti-pollution, anti-blue light, and it doesn't have sulfates, phthalates, or harsh fragrances. It's also oil-free, and it's a medium coverage, so that sounds amazing. Like, that actually sounds so good. So let's go ahead and apply that. I really love the fact that it has anti-blue light technology, because I'm in front of a screen all day, every day, and so is everyone else pretty much with their phones. So blends out really quickly and really easily, and I love the finish that it has. I'm actually gonna just let that sit for a little longer, and then we'll blend it out, because usually with medium coverage foundations, they get better coverage when you let them sit. I'm gonna add a little bit more as well. And now I will blend this out. Let's see what the coverage is like. Super pretty. That shade is like really, really nice as a highlighting shade. Wow. They also have a Candid foundation, but I really wanted to try the L'Oreal one today. But let me know if you guys want me to try the Candid foundation as well. I can do that in another video. To set that all in place, Revlon also has a Photoready Candid Anti-Pollution Setting Powder. So I'm gonna try that as well. I'm a little nervous for this one though, because although it is translucent, I like using translucent powders with a slight yellow undertone, but this has kind of like a slight pink undertone. Gently tap that under my eyes. You can see how pink that undertone is. Well, maybe you can't, but oh wow. Okay. Wow, okay, kind of really impressed with that. That is truly a translucent powder. Guys, I actually wasn't expecting that. I thought it was gonna look so ashy and gross, but that perfectly set my under eyes without adding literally any amount of ashiness. So this powder is really great, because the second you put it on, it looks a little scary and light, but literally in a matter of seconds, it just blends away and it just sets, does everything it needs to do, but nothing extra. So love that. Like, I actually really like that. Like, I honestly had very low expectations for this powder, guys. You have no idea. Okay, so I was actually gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder. It's an under eye and face powder, which looks like this. And this one is in the shade 3 Tan Dark, so it's actually a colored one. I was gonna use this to set the rest of my face, but I mean, that Revlon one did a pretty flawless job. So I'm just gonna take the slightest bit of this just to kind of see how it works. I'm gonna put this kind of on my brush, get it all in there. And then I'm gonna take the lid, and then, this kind of, oh, that smells disgusting. I hope this isn't bad. I don't know if it's supposed to smell like that or what. It's actually a really good color. I don't know why it smells like that though. It smells horrible. So before we move on, I'm gonna go in with a bronzer, and I already showed this in my Hourglass review, but this is the new Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. It's in the shade Endless Summer. Looks like this, and it is a gorgeous shade. Really like this, and so many of you have actually picked this up since that video that you saw, and you said you really like it, so I'm glad you do. It's a really great bronzer. I'm also just gonna squeeze my brush a little bit and get this on the sides of my nose to act as kind of like a contour. Also, I have to mention the packaging for the Candid powder is really great. It has this kind of sifter that kind of goes out, but you can like push it back in so that when you travel, it doesn't fly all over the place. But you can see it still looks like skin. Like, it looks very pretty. But I am still gonna give myself a spritz. I don't know, like, I really want to use this, but guys, I hate this packaging. Like I don't know, at first when I saw it looked really cool, and then it's just like so flimsy and like dated. Like it's a very dated package, if you can see that. Like, I don't know, it kind of looks like your grandma's like lip palette or something. I'm not a fan, but whatever. Let's see if the shadows are good. The shades in this are just kind of like meh. They're kind of bland. I don't know. I'm just gonna use some of the transition shades in this, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So I'm gonna go into the shade Boundaries, which is this one over here. It's like a matte transition shade. The shadows do feel really nice though. That's a really good transition shade actually. So again, I'm not really sure what look I'm gonna go for today, but the Natasha Denona palette is very like purpley, kind of like ethereal vibes. So I think I'm gonna do something purpley because I haven't played with color in so long, and I might as well. Also gonna put it on my lower lash line. I think that's all I'm gonna do from this palette, at least for now. So I'm gonna go into the Natasha Denona one. This shade, it's like a plummy reddish shade. I've never used Natasha Denona powders before. I got this actually from Shaht. She had like an extra one from an event that she went to, so she gave it to me when I was visiting, and I hear so many amazing things about Natasha Denona, so ooh. That is gorgeous. But these shadows are very expensive, so in no way am I saying like you should run out and buy this palette. I'm just using it. I'm playing with makeup, having fun with it. If anything, you guys can just see the techniques that I like to use out of this video. So I'm gonna put this just slightly lower. I'm not going like as high and around as that other shade. And this is basically just gonna peek through any of the shadows that we put on top. Sorry, the shade is called Amara, by the way. The names are like on this flimsy like plastic thing, which is kind of annoying. These shadows though are extremely pigmented and very, very blendable. Like I will just dip my brush in once and I will get like this much color payoff. So I kind of see why they're so talked about and why maybe the price point is a little bit more expensive, but I'm willing to, you know, dip in 3-4 times and blend a little extra harder if the shadows are cheaper than spend like $200 on a palette. I don't know how much this one is exactly, but I feel like it's at least over 100. Well, actually, I have this product by Huda Beauty. It looks like this. It's one of these like double-sided matte and metal shadows. So it looks like this. It's like a liquid, and I've actually never used it, so I might take this side and do a little cut crease with it. So this one is in the duo called Double Pump Latte. So I think that's pretty good. Now the thing with these shadows is that you have to work pretty fast because they dry. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna take this brush, also by Huda Beauty, and just kind of like blend that out slightly over here. I think that for now I'm gonna go in with this one over here. And I'm just gonna go in with my finger. That's pretty. And kind of tap that right above that color. I feel like I still want a little bit more of a pop, so I'm just gonna go in with that super bright purple and put that on top. All right, so this isn't really working as I would have hoped it would. Okay, so change of plans. I am taking this pink kind of magenta shade, and I'm just taking that and putting it literally right all over. I don't know what it is, but the other shadows don't have the same like buttery texture as this color does, and this one is just applying much, much better. So I am just gonna do this instead. So verdict on this palette, it's pretty, but it's not worth it in my opinion. I don't know, it didn't give me like the pop that I needed. This is the Huda Beauty Nude palette. It looks like this, and it is a gorgeous palette, insanely pigmented, so I feel like This is gonna give us exactly what I was craving out of this look. So just in the center of my eye, I'm gonna go in with the shade Fantasy from this palette, which is this guy right over here. This one has like a ton of different textures, and it's literally like, it feels like butter on your fingers. It feels so good. And I'm just gonna apply that into the center of my lid. And actually I'm gonna take a little bit of Daydream as well, which is like a lighter lilac purple shimmer. And then from that same palette, I'm gonna go into the shade Love Bite, which is a matte purple. Just gonna brush away any of that excess. I'm gonna add a little bit of that Love Bite color as well onto my outer corner, just because I really like how it deepened up my lower lash line, and I kind of want to bring that right in here. And I'm not going too far in, but I'm taking a little bit of that and just kind of dragging it slightly higher, just to kind of like define my eyes a little bit more. It also makes them look slightly wider and bigger. And then just using that first brush that we used earlier just to kind of diffuse any of the edges. I'm taking a little bit of the shade Bare, which is the lightest color in this palette, and I'm just dabbing that a little bit underneath my brow bone. This color is super light, and I would ideally like something a little bit more less light. But it will add a really nice brightening effect right there. And then I'm just gonna take my finger, a clean finger, and blend that out. And actually I'm gonna take that same color and put that in my inner corner. I might do a shimmer later, but for now I just kind of want to see what this looks like. Okay, I actually really like how that looks with no shimmer, like just kind of like a matte in my inner corner. So I think I'll leave it like that. I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to do a liner. I'm going to do a slight brown liner just to kind of define the eyes. This is also a new product, and this is by Benefit. It's their roller eyeliner. I'm going to take a little bit of that just to define my lashes. This is what it looks like, by the way. It's a really, really good pencil. Or not pencil, but it's like a felt tip liner. So. And then for lashes, this is actually a new mascara or new product by Pat McGrath Labs. It's actually the first Pat McGrath product I've tried, and it's their FetishEyes mascara. This is a really good mascara. The reviews on Sephora, or like the photos that they posted, looked absolutely amazing, so that's why I bought it. I find it doesn't give me as crazy lashes as like it looks like on Sephora, but it gives me pretty poppin' lashes, so I'm gonna apply this. It's also super, super black, which I like. So I am going to be applying false lashes, obviously, so I don't want to put too much mascara on. But as you can see, that's not even like the full potential that it can go to, and it's still pretty poppin'. But this is the new Jacqueline number 20 lashes by Huda Beauty. And this one has, it's a very interesting design. Let me just show you. But it has like a mix of brown and black lashes. If you can see that, like it's a mix of brown and black, and this would probably look best on a more natural look. Let me show you guys what Samantha looks like. So you can see the similarities between the two of them. You know what? I think I'm just gonna apply the Samantha lashes because I feel like the Jacqueline ones, I need to save them for like a really cool neutral look. And these ones I've already used, so I might as well use them again. All right, y'all, I am back. This is what the eyes are looking like. I ended up using a glitter liner. This one over here, Midnight Cowboy by Urban Decay. It is my favorite glitter liner ever. I use this all the time. It's like my favorite thing. And then I also use this lilac pencil to put in my waterline just to like kind of draw in that purple look again, but then also just to brighten up the eyes. And I am really loving how this is looking. I don't even have a highlight on, and it looks like I have a highlight on. Like, that's how good this foundation is. It is setting so beautifully. So this is a cream blush by Nude Sticks, and it is their Nudies matte They call this an all over bronze color, but it's actually, or it's definitely like a blush color, as you can see. Kind of put it on this duo fiber brush, put any excess over here, and then just go in to the cheeks like that. So I'm not gonna put a whole lot of blush on. I really like this because it's kind of like more of a mauve toned blush. It doesn't show up too intensely on the cheeks, but you can definitely build it up if you wanted. And then I'm just using this brush to kind of tone everything down nicely. And then for a highlight, I have this palette by Charlotte Tilbury, and it is their Bar of Gold palette, and it has like 3 different colors in it. So this is what it looks like. It's super, super pretty. So I think this one was their original Bar of Gold, and then they came out with like 2 other colors. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the gold one on this side and apply that on my cheeks with like a big kind of fluffy brush. Just gonna kind of go in like a C shape like this, and then also the tops of my brows here. It's such a beautiful highlight. And applying it with a fluffier brush like this will just kind of make it look like you're like just glowing naturally. Like it looks like just a natural glow. So anytime you move your face, you'll see that glow. I'm also gonna take that down the bridge of my nose just with my finger. And then on my Cupid's bow. So I'm gonna give my face a final spritz before I apply my lipstick. And then for my lips, I'm first gonna outline with the MAC Bittersweet Pro Longwear Lip Pencil. And then for lipstick, I'm gonna be using more of like a pink shade. This lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury. A lot of Charlotte Tilbury makeup in here. I've been actually enjoying their stuff recently. This is their Super 90s lipstick. I believe this is also new. It's a really, really beautiful mauve color. And I'm just gonna lightly apply that. So pretty. I think that was like the perfect shade. Sorry, I keep staring at myself in the viewfinder, but I feel like that was like the perfect shade to add. So I'm gonna add just a touch of gloss just because I'm annoying and I love using glosses. So this one is by Too Faced, and this is from, I forget what collection this is from, but it's called Pretty Penny. It's their High Shine Sparkling Lip Gloss. It's a very, very sparkly formula, as you can see. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that kind of to the center, and that just adds a really pretty glow to the lips. So that is pretty much it for the finished look. Wow, I really love how this turned out. Give you guys a little close-up. Wow, this looks so good. And then also the L'Oreal foundation. I mean, this video took me like almost 2 hours to do, and there's still no creasing or anything. It feels amazing on the skin, so I would actually give my stamp of approval on this product. It is beautiful. So good. I don't know how long wearing it is. It does say it's 24 hours. I'm not gonna wear it for 24 hours, but maybe I'll just keep it on for the rest of the night and then leave my little comments down below for how it weared. But I mean, I can already tell I'm gonna enjoy it. Usually I can tell right away when I have a foundation on my skin. It looks amazing on camera, and this glow is everything. Like right here, do you see that? Like every corner of my cheek is glowing. So that Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold trio I think is really, really great. Especially if you want like different looks from your highlights, like if you want more of a highlight like this, or if you want something brighter, more like gold or yellow, I think this palette is amazing. The Candid concealers, I actually really like them, especially now looking underneath my eyes. Like it looks absolutely flawless. And I mean, half of that was the powder as well. I think the powder did an amazing job. The Candid powder. I will have all the products that I use listed and linked down below, as I always do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's super, super long, but are you really surprised? You know, we're like 500 videos in on my channel and they're all so long, so are we really surprised? Let me know in the comments down below whether you guys want to see the milk makeup tutorial first or the Glossier tutorial first. Let me know and I will be sure to prioritize your choices. So I love you guys so much. Be sure to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and would like to see more get ready with me / full face videos, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd love it for you guys to join the family. Let's grow this family even bigger, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone. Mwah.